June 16, 1989, sunny and bright, the kind of day that makes you feel like anything is possible, like the world is full of promise. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers and freshly cut grass, a perfect backdrop for the last day of school. A day for yearbook signings, not goodbyes. Laughter echoed through the hallways as students scribbled heartfelt messages and inside jokes in each other's yearbooks. It was a day of celebration. A day to remember the good times and look forward to the future. Not in small-town Harmony Creek, a place where everyone knew everyone, and the biggest news was usually about the local bake sale or the high school football game. It was a town where nothing ever went wrong until that fateful day. Yet, as the final bell rang at Harmony Creek High, something went wrong, terribly wrong. 26 seniors gone, no trace. They were there one moment full of life and excitement, and the next they had vanished without a trace. It was as if the earth had swallowed them whole. Just empty desks and a deafening silence where laughter should have been. Panic. The classrooms, once filled with the buzz of teenage chatter, were now eerily silent. Desks sat empty, a stark reminder of the students who should have been there. It ripped through the town like a wildfire. Parents frantic, teachers bewildered. The news spread quickly, and soon the entire town was engulfed in a state of panic. Parents rushed to the school, their faces etched with worry and fear. Teachers stood in the hallways, their expressions a mix of confusion and dread. The graduating class vanished without a trace. Missing person posters soon covered every available surface, each one a haunting reminder of the students who had disappeared. The graduation stage, which should have been a place of celebration, stood empty and forlorn. Their last day, frozen in time. The clock on the wall seemed to mock the passage of time, its hands frozen at the exact moment the students had vanished. The hallways, once bustling with activity, now felt like a ghost town. Lockers left open, half-eaten lunches on desks. It was as if they had simply walked away in the middle of their day, leaving behind all their belongings. Open lockers revealed textbooks and personal items, while half-eaten lunches sat abandoned on desks. It was as if they'd simply stepped out and into thin air. The schoolyard, usually filled with the sounds of students playing and talking, was now eerily quiet. It was as if the entire graduating class had simply vanished into thin air, leaving behind a town full of unanswered questions and broken hearts. Harmony Creek, once a picture of idyllic Americana, was now a ghost town. The streets that were once filled with laughter and the hustle and bustle of daily life now lay silent. The vibrant community events, the weekend farmers markets, and the joyous parades were all but distant memories. The town's heart had been ripped out, leaving behind a chilling emptiness that echoed through the empty streets and abandoned homes. The search for answers began immediately, driven by a desperate need to understand what had happened to this once thriving community. The heart ripped out, leaving behind a chilling emptiness. The search began immediately. Families, friends, and neighbors banded together, forming search parties that combed through every inch of the town and its surroundings. The local authorities, overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the disappearance, called in state and federal agencies to assist in the investigation. The search was relentless, with volunteers and professionals alike scouring every corner, every basement, and every inch of the surrounding woods. Every corner, every basement, every inch of the surrounding woods scoured. The search parties worked day and night, driven by the hope of finding any clue that could lead them to the missing seniors. The community's spirit, though battered, remained unbroken as they held on to the hope that their loved ones would be found. But as days turned into weeks, that hope began to dwindle. The seniors of '89 were gone, and with each passing day, the reality of their disappearance became harder to bear. But the seniors of '89 were gone. Days turned into weeks. Hope dwindled. The high school, once a place of learning and laughter, now stood as a haunting reminder of what was lost. The empty hallways echoed with the memories of students rushing to class, their laughter and chatter now replaced by an eerie silence. Missing person posters lined the walls, each one a painful reminder of the young lives that had vanished without a trace. The missing students' belongings became painful reminders of what was lost. Personal items, once cherished and full of life, now lay abandoned and forgotten. Old photographs on dusty tables, half-finished homework assignments, and personal mementos all told the story of lives interrupted. These items, once symbols of hope and future dreams, now served as haunting reminders of the mystery that had engulfed Harmony Creek. A yearbook left open on a desk. The pages, filled with smiling faces and handwritten messages, now seemed like relics from a bygone era. Each photograph, each note, a testament to the vibrant lives that had once filled the halls of Harmony Creek High. The yearbook, once a celebration of memories and milestones, now stood as a silent witness to the tragedy that had befallen the town. A half-finished game of Scrabble. The game, left in mid-play, symbolized the abrupt and unexplained end to the students' lives. The dusty board game pieces, once moved with excitement and anticipation, now lay still, frozen in time. This simple, everyday scene had transformed into a poignant reminder of the lives that had been cut short, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and heartache. Harrowing echoes of lives cut short. The mystery deepened. As the investigation continued, the town's sense of unease grew. The once familiar sights and sounds of Harmony Creek had taken on a sinister tone. Flickering lights in empty buildings, dark streets at night, and the eerie silence that pervaded the town all contributed to the growing sense of dread. The community, once tight-knit and full of life, now found itself grappling with fear and uncertainty. The town held its breath, waiting, praying. The townspeople, united in their grief and hope, gathered in vigils, lighting candles and sharing stories of the missing seniors. They clung to the belief that answers would come, that their loved ones would return. But as the days turned into months, the weight of the mystery grew heavier. Harmony Creek, once a beacon of community and togetherness, now stood as a testament to the fragility of life and the enduring power of hope. The FBI arrived. Local law enforcement was overwhelmed. Nothing added up, no ransom demands, no witnesses, no signs of a struggle. It was as if they had vanished into thin air. Theories ran wild. Alien abduction, mass suicide pact, a town divided, suspicions sown. Years passed. The case grew cold. Harmony Creek, forever scarred. The missing students, forever young in the minds of those left behind. But the question remained. What happened to the class of '89? Harmony Creek became synonymous with the tragedy. A cautionary tale whispered in hushed tones. The once vibrant town, now a shell of its former self. The high school stood abandoned, a haunting reminder of the day innocence died. Yet life went on, or at least a version of it. The town forever haunted by the unseen. The missing students forever 18 in the memories of those left behind. Their disappearance, an open wound. 2024, 35 years had passed, Harmony Creek still frozen in time. Then, a discovery. Hikers stumbled upon something strange deep in the woods, a hidden bunker, its entrance concealed by overgrown foliage. The news spread like wildfire. Could this be it? The answer to the town's agonizing mystery? Hope, once extinguished, flickered back to life. The town held its breath. Could this be the break they'd been waiting for? The bunker door creaked open, a collective gasp. There they were, the missing class of '89, alive, but something was wrong, terribly wrong. Their eyes were vacant, their faces etched with an unnatural stillness. They hadn't aged a day, still 18, frozen in time. But their youthful appearances belied a chilling truth. Something was deeply, unsettlingly wrong. They were back, but were they truly home? The returnees spoke little. Their words, fragmented whispers, they spoke of a blinding light, of being taken, of a place beyond time. Their accounts were jumbled, disjointed. Their stories defied logic, reason. They spoke of beings of pure energy, of experiments, of a timeless void. The town listened, horrified, captivated. Was this the truth, or the ramblings of traumatized minds? The town rejoiced at their return, but the celebration was short-lived. The returnees were different. Altered, haunted by their ordeal. They struggled to reintegrate. The world had moved on. They hadn't. The town, once desperate for answers, now grappled with the unsettling truth. Their return brought closure, but not peace. The mystery of their disappearance lingered. What had they seen? What had been done to them? The class of '89, a group of young, hopeful students ready to take on the world. They were the pride of Harmony Creek High School, a close-knit community where everyone knew each other, forever linked to the mystery of their disappearance. One fateful night they vanished without a trace, leaving behind only questions and heartache. The hallways that once echoed with their laughter now stand silent, haunted by their absence. Their story, a chilling reminder of the unknown that lurks beyond our understanding. Were they victims of a tragic accident, or did something more sinister befall them? The foggy forest and empty streets hold their secrets tightly, refusing to give up any clues, or harbingers of something more sinister. Harmony Creek rebuilt, but the scars remained. The new buildings stand as a testament to resilience, yet the old wounds have never fully healed. The community still whispers about that night, the night when everything changed. Whispered stories in the dead of night, tales of strange occurrences and eerie sightings. Some say they can still hear the faint echoes of the missing students, their voices carried on the wind. The flickering lights in the hallways seem to dance to an unseen rhythm, a ghostly reminder of the past, the lingering fear in the eyes of the returnees. Those who came back to Harmony Creek speak of an unshakable feeling of being watched, of shadows that move just out of sight. The fear is palpable, a constant companion in the dimly lit rooms where they gather to share their stories. The mystery of the missing class of '89 lived on. The bulletin boards are still plastered with their faces, a grim reminder of the lives that were abruptly interrupted. Newspaper clippings tell the story of a community in mourning, searching for answers that never came, a chilling testament to the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of the ordinary. The suburban streets, once safe and familiar, now feel menacing under the cover of night. The shadowy figure standing under the street lamp serves as a stark reminder that some questions may never be answered, and some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved.